Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I asked my followers on Instagram and Snapchat for questions for a video, and you guys gave me a decent amount of questions. A lot of them were repeats, so I only took one question that was kind of, better. I don't know, just worded better or something. But yeah, so that's today's video. We're pretty much answering guys' your questions. And if you guys want to ask me more questions for future videos, then go follow either me on Snapchat or on Instagram. Links are both in the description. Other than that, let's get into the video. First question of the day: recommendations for a new rider, bike, helmet, gear, etc. Now, I'm pretty sure I've made a complete video on pretty much like the basics of riding, pretty much like what you want to get started on when you're wanting to get into riding. But I usually tell people, if you have clutch experience, then you should be fine on a 600cc. But I think I'm going to kind of lean away from saying that to people. So if you guys are a new rider, my advice to you is don't start on a 600. Start on something smaller, maybe a 300, 450, 500, and just go from there. Also, another thing is, when you do get that first bike, don't really ride with other people. You want to, just learn the road again. It's pretty much like you're learning everything by yourself, and you want to just pretty much learn it by yourself. That's why a lot of people say just like ride your own ride. You don't really want to ride with other people and get the wrong intentions. Say if they start speeding up, then most likely you're going to want to try to keep up with them and speed up as well. So just ride your own ride, be safe out there. And onto the helmet and gear. Obviously right now I'm not wearing any upper body protection. That's just me being dumb. For gear and helmet, I personally love AGV. I'm wearing an AGV helmet right now. This is the AGV K1. I personally love this helmet. It's really nice, and I just love everything about it. I love AGV. Like, I might get a piece in the future. I have no idea though. But helmets, you're pretty much looking just for DOT approved helmets. You don't want to cheap out on any type of gear, even if it's helmet or gloves or pants or upper body or one pieces. You don't want to cheap out on gear ever. Plus some sleek protective gear for sliding. If you guys haven't already known, I'm sponsored by ABT. This is not a sponsored video, but I absolutely love their gear. I'm wearing their pants right now, and every time I go riding, I always put on their pants. They're super comfortable. You can pretty much do like daily work in these jeans or pants or whatever you want to call them, and you're not uncomfortable at all. And you're just protected. Like, if you fall off and you go sliding, you're perfectly fine. You're not gonna have a hole in these. They're extremely tough. But branching off from NBT's gear, you can get AlpineStar, Denise, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but whatever. Well, those are common brands. I'm looking at getting AlpineStar's like tracksuit in the future, just for track days, once I actually do track days. But you can get like one piece, like full body suits. You can get upper body pieces. You can get lower body pieces. Boots, you want to get boots. I need to buy boots. A lot of people just call me out from wearing Vans, and I know it's stupid because if I fall, I can easily just like break my ankle. So I need to buy boots, so that's another good thing. And then gloves. Gloves are pretty much, I wear AlpineStar right now, and I absolutely love these gloves. I want to get gauntlet gloves, but you don't really need gauntlet gloves unless you're planning on tracking. But if you're going to be a new rider, then most likely just like normal leather gloves are perfect. How bad do you think insurance would be if an 18-year-old bought a motorcycle? I honestly have no idea. If you're on your own plan, I believe insurance can be pretty expensive, but if you're going on your parents' plan, then it should be relatively cheap, but also depends on what insurance plan you go through. I have had both of my motorcycles underneath my dad's insurance, my 2008 ZX6R, which I no longer have, and also this bike that I'm currently riding under my dad's insurance. And I'm pretty sure he has Progressive, which I think Progressive is like a good insurance company for motorcyclists. So my insurance right now is pretty cheap, but again, if you're trying to go onto your own plan, it can be pretty expensive, I believe. Still undecided if you're going to move. Yes, I want to leave the current state I'm in right now, but obviously they almost went off the road. Obviously, financial reasons, I cannot do that. I don't make enough money to where I can kind of just move out and go wherever. If I did, I would probably move to like Florida or Texas. California is just way too expensive, even though I like that state for riding because you can lane split legally. But yeah, I am still undecided on moving. I really want to, but the opportunity right now is just I can't. What's the best thing about being alive? So for me personally, I love making content, and that gives me like a purpose. I don't know, it's kind of probably sounds cheesy, but I've been wanting to do this since I was pretty much a kid, and I never gave up with it. Like, I just pretty much continued it and continued it and continued it until one day it just decided to take off, and now that's kind of what drives me to keep on going, especially with all the support you guys give me with the comments and the likes on videos, the shares, reposts. You guys pretty much doing all that just makes me continue doing what I love, and that's what I like doing. That's what makes me kind of happy about being alive. Now sometimes I obviously can have my downs, and it happens pretty frequently, but time heals all. That's a common phrase that I kind of say, and I heavily believe in that. But also surrounding myself around like family and friends, doing things, kind of making memories, traveling, those are the things that like I just love to do. If I could do them more, then I would absolutely love to do that. But pretty much, yeah, just kind of the career path that I'm kind of going down, and family and friends, being around them, that's like the main focus on why I just love being alive and just exploring things and making memories. What is your dream bike? Currently, my dream bike is to own a 2023 or 2024 BMW S1000RR. My friends, they know this. I bring this up to them pretty much like anytime I'm with them. If we're talking about bikes, I'm like, dude, I want this bike so bad, and it looks so awesome, I want it. So that's pretty much like my my low-end type of dream bike. It's not really like low-end, like that bike is not cheap at all. It's about $25,000, so it's not a cheap bike. But my high-end dream bike would probably be maybe a V4R, or like a Superleggera, I think that's how I said that right. But Ducati, they make absolute, like, just perfect art pieces of motorcycles. That's like my, I guess, higher end dream bike. And a lot of people might say, why isn't the H2? I don't know. The H2 is nice and all. It's very, very fast, very cool, but I don't know. I just, with seeing them pretty much all over YouTube and other social media platforms, it's kind of like everyone's dream bike. So I kind of just want to like lean away towards that. Even though the bike's awesome and all, I would much rather have like a Ducati personally, but that's just me. Would you hold a fan meet / ride for the people who live in your area? I'm not fully sure. I'm not sure how many people know me around my area. Even if there was a lot of people, I probably wouldn't. I would host a meet, but I wouldn't host a riding meet. I don't really like riding with a bunch of people, especially if they're new riders, because I don't know anyone's skill level. Pretty much we're all meeting up because we love motorcycles, and that's all of our common interests. So I would most likely host like a meet, but it wouldn't be a bike ride, I guess. I don't know. Man, there are a lot of cops out. I've seen maybe like 8 of them, and I've only been out for a little bit. Bikes for short girls. You could honestly get any bike of your pleasing, like whatever you want to choose. You can get pretty much any bike and lower it to where you actually can stand upright, like kind of flat foot, but obviously you just need to lower the bike. So you can pretty much buy whatever bike you want. Love your videos. What bike / did you have before the ZX-10R? The bike I had before, pretty much doing any type of content and actually recording me riding, I did a little bit, but I never really posted it, was a 2008 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R. I'll probably put a picture on screen of what it looked like. That bike was absolutely amazing. I wish I never sold it, but an opportunity arose for I could get this bike, and I had to get rid of it, so I got rid of it. But that bike was an absolute blast. Very nimble. It was like the perfect beginner bike in my opinion, and yeah, I love that thing. I wish I never got rid of it. Car content. I have done a couple of vlogs going to Graham, Rahall's car meets, and I don't know. Yeah, I love cars and all. I would really want to get into it in the future, but I want to get into like the modding scene of cars. If you guys didn't know, I have a 2015 Nissan 370Z, and my goal with that car is to actually turbo it and make it like 500 plus wheel, and I would love to actually make a video on it. But again, financial reasons, I don't have the money to do that. So that's kind of why that whole entire project is put to the side. And But yeah, I would love to get into cars into the future. All right, so this is where the comments went from Instagram comments to Snapchat comments. But the first Snapchat comment that I took a picture of was, "Are you single?" Which, yeah, I am single. Am I gonna stay that way? Probably. And the reason I say I'm probably gonna stay single is because the amount of girls that play games nowadays in 2024 is absolutely insane. Now I understand not every girl's like this, the same way as every other girl. But these girls just play too many games. They just, they put false hope in people's minds, and it's like, you need to be set straight a little bit. Like, I would love to have a girlfriend. Like, I would absolutely love that. But I don't know. It's very hard to trust a woman to be in a relationship. So that's why I kind of just like stay away from it. If a girl comes into my life and we start talking and we're hitting it off and we get along like pretty well, then yeah, that's awesome. Like, who knows? We might date. But I'm not gonna be the person to chase anymore, and that's usually how I am. I'm the type of person to chase after people, and I don't know, I'm kind of leaning away towards that just because in my eyes there's really no point of doing that anymore. I've been hurt way too many times, and I've been chasing these girls that like pretty much just get out of relationships, and it's like, it's kind of dumb on my part just because they just got a relationship, so I'm kind of like the rebound. But yeah, I don't know, if a girl comes into my life, awesome. If they don't, then I'm gonna remain single. If you did get a new bike, what would it be and why? This is kind of like the dream bike question. Right now, currently, the only bike I want right now is the 2023 or 2024 BMW S1000RR. That bike, again, is beautiful. Technology on it, very nice. The way it looks, beautiful. It looks aggressive and mean. I like that. Overall, I love the way that bike looks, and I can't really say feel because I've only ever ridden an older gen, but man, if I could like just get on a newer one just to kind of feel it out, which my buddy Evan, he has a new one. He has a 2024 S1000RR, and I don't want to ask him to ride it just because, I was in an accident. He probably doesn't trust me, and I don't know. It's a new bike. Like, it's a very new bike. He just got it too, so I don't want to be like up his ass about, hey, can I ride this bike please? Like, it's my dream bike, please let me ride it. I don't want to be like that. But he actually let me sit on it and kind of move it around without starting it, and it just feels like just so good. I don't know. I didn't even know how to talk about it, but it feels just good. I didn't even start the bike. I just sat on it and like moved it around. That's it. And it just feels so good. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason on why I would get that bike. And yeah, dream car. My dream car it's not cheap. I'm sure that's everyone's dream car though. But my dream car ever since like I think GTA 4? I don't know, it might not be GTA 4, but it's a Koenigsegg Agera RS. Those cars are so nice. Oh, actually, no, it was GTA 5. Yeah, GTA 5, I think it had like some type of Koenigsegg. But dude, that car is insane. I think it's like upwards to what, $2 million plus? Probably way more than that, probably way off. But dude, that car, if I could just sit in it, if I could get a ride in it, that'd be insane. But if I could just sit in it and see one in person, oh, that would be lit. Sushi or pizza? This is a very simple question. I like pizza. Sushi is also pretty good, but if I were to choose one for like the rest of my life, it would probably be pizza. I know you can do a lot of things with sushi, but you can also do a lot of things with pizza. And sushi, like, I don't know, I feel like after a couple of days of eating sushi, it kind of just gets old. With pizza, I feel like I can eat it every day. I don't know, I love pizza. It's really good. How long have you been riding? I have been riding, coming this August, like the middle of August, it will be 3 years of riding. I had my 2008 ZX6R for a year, so I rode that for a year, obviously, and then I got this bike pretty much the same month. So same month in August, and I've had this bike now coming this August for 2 years. So yeah, I've been riding for about 3 years total. What future bikes do you want? So this is kind of like the other two questions a little bit, but the future bikes that I want would be an R1M would be cool. I don't know how much I would ride it, but that would be pretty cool. The new gen S1000RR, M1000R would be insane as well. V4R, Super Lazera, and obviously every person has to have an H2, even though I just said a couple of minutes back that the H2 is kind of like overrated. Everyone's got to have an H2, just so you know, experience it once in their life. So I think those are probably my dream bikes. And the MV Agusta, those are pretty nice. So maybe like one of those, I don't know. The one bike that IMK has, I think it's like the MV Agusta Rush. That bike looks absolutely insane. Looks so good. He spec'd that out. He spec'd that bike out literally perfectly. What got you into riding? Way back in the day, you guys might know this person, but his name is Walterific. He is pretty much the main person that I watched back in the day when I was like, oh my god, I want a bike so bad. And this is way before I ever was like, I had a dirt bike for a little bit. This is way before I had the dirt bike, way before I had my ZX6R, probably like years before that. But he was the main person that I watched back then, and he's like pretty much the reason why I got into riding, but not 100% the reason. I've loved bikes ever since I was a little kid. I've always wanted one. I actually hated cars back then. I never wanted to own a car, but then obviously as I've grown up and kind of gotten into the car scene, I love both of them now. I love motorcycles and I love cars. So yeah, it's kind of like a little 50-50 almost. So Walterific got me into it, but I've also just loved them ever since I was a little kid. A bike riding trip. I would absolutely love a bike riding trip. The boys and I are actually planning something, and hopefully it goes through, because if it does, oh, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of funny content. I'm not going to give anything away, but let's just say that we're close to a large body of water. Potentially, could be wrong, but we're close to a large body of water. But also, I'm planning on going to meet my buddies down in Texas on my grandparents' Harley. They're actually lending me it. It's not 100% that I'm doing that, but again, I would love to do that, and I would make it into like a, I don't know, a couple part series, maybe. I don't know, it might be moto vlog type deal and like an actual vlog. But if that goes down, it would probably be in the next month or month and a half, maybe 2 months. We'll see though. All right, we're gonna stop here for just a little bit and kind of finish off some of these questions. Are you accepting backpack applications? First of all, you spelled accepting wrong. All right, I'm getting on you about that. I'm exposing you. But yeah, again, kind of goes back to like the whole girlfriend thing. If I could get a girlfriend, then I'd be awesome. But I mean, if any girl pops up in the middle of, you know, anywhere, and it's like, hey, let me ride on the back, and she's cute, hell yeah. You know, I'll accept her on. We'll get some funny clips in. But yeah, I'm always accepting backpack applications, of course. And then ending off on another Instagram comment. What is the thing you love about making videos? I somewhat went into this, but the main thing I love about making videos, oh my god, there's a cop. The main thing I love about making videos is just to make memories, and I can look back on the video when I'm way older, and I can pretty much just like relive that experience of just when I was young. Again, I've always wanted to make videos ever since I was a little kid, just because I love looking back on things, and the fact that I can actually do this now is amazing, because I can just look back when I'm, you know, 30, 40 years old, you're like, damn, that was actually a very fun lived time, especially with all like the new friends that I've met, and you know, just overall experiences that I've had pretty much in the bike community. It's amazing. And I love just pretty much doing that. But anyways, that is probably going to wrap up this video. If you guys want to see more of these type of like Q&A type videos, then let me know down in the comments. I'll probably put another poll on Instagram or Snapchat, either one, in the next like maybe month or two. And yeah, I'll be expecting you guys' questions. So if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. You know,